Welcome back to the CS Podcast presented by the NFL Draft Bible and NUC Sports. New work published to the website every day. So again, check out the NUC Sports magazine at nucsports.com. As always, I'm your host, Chris Chanafel, and it's a pleasure to welcome onto the show Baltimore Ravens rookie linebacker by way of the University of Rhode Island. He's Andrew Bose. I appreciate you taking some time to chat today, Andrew. How's Baltimore treating you?
It's going great, man. Everything's doing well. Training's doing well, and just excited to be, still playing football and getting after it.
And for those who don't know, Andrew, you were a 3-year starter at Rhode Island. You totaled 295 tackles, 28.5 tackles for loss, 6 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, and an interception throughout your time there. I know that you guys didn't have a ton of success team-wise, but personally, how would you describe your overall college football experience?
Oh, man, college football, it's a big step from high school football, but I definitely wouldn't take anything back from my college experience, man. I had an awesome 4 years there at University of Rhode Island. Played under, unbelievable coach, Joe Trainer, and then also, with the coaching staff switching my senior year, Jim Fleming and his staff who've done an unbelievable job of, picking the program up and getting it in the direction it needs to be. But I would definitely say I had an awesome 4 years and enjoyed every bit of it.
And you had a really big senior year. You really turned some heads. You totaled 125 tackles, 14.5 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, and an interception. When did you begin to think that the NFL may not only be a dream, but it could become a reality? I mean, was it at some point that senior year, or were you always thinking about the NFL?
I don't try not to think too far ahead of myself in terms of, what's, lying ahead for myself in the future. But, when it came to NFL, I would say, probably, going my senior year, towards the end of my junior year, going into my senior year, I started to realize, NFL could be a possibility. And, just taking that, initiative to make myself, being more exposed and be a more well-rounded player. I needed to step my game up and also, put up some numbers and stats that, kind of equivalent to, who I am and how I could translate into the NFL. So that's, I would say, to answer your question, junior to senior year.
All right, and of course, all 7 rounds of the 2015 NFL Draft came and went, and you did not hear your name called. Did that come as a surprise at all? And when you did receive a phone call from the Baltimore Ravens inviting you to their rookie minicamp, I mean, what was your reaction? I got to think you were pretty stoked.
Oh, yeah. We're going through the draft and everything. I wasn't listed on any, websites or anything as being a possible draft pick. If anything, it'd be an undrafted free agent. So I didn't get my hopes up, thinking that I might be a possible draft pick. But, you never know. Sometimes there's guys that, fall through in the draft, and you never know, what name could be called or so forth. But, whether it be the first round or even undrafted free agent, just to get a phone call to, to be able to play, an NFL is a dream come true, and it's something that not many people can say that they've experienced. So, just being able to get the phone call from Baltimore and get the invite to, come to rookie minicamp and show, my talents and show them what I had was just unbelievable, man. It's undescribable in the sense that, you just, it's something that you've worked hard for, you dreamed as a kid, and, finally when you get the phone call and it's happening, it's definitely a memorable moment.
Absolutely, and you mentioned it. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're the first pick or if you're an undrafted rookie free agent or a tryout player. I mean, all you need is one team to give you one opportunity, and who knows what could happen. Now, throughout the draft process, I mean, do you know if the Baltimore Ravens were kind of in contact with you or your agent? Were they a team that kind of showed interest throughout this whole process, or was it a surprise that this was the team that gave you a shot?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. Teams were expressing interest. I know Baltimore, like many teams, not all teams come and scout you during this your senior year of college football. But after the my senior season, and then I was training for the my pro day and so forth. Baltimore did express some interest in me. They actually, invited me to come to their local workout session that they have, like their own little private session that they have. Every team has it. They host their own in-house combine per se, but I was actually too far out from the region to even be invited. It sounds weird that I'm a Maryland guy and I couldn't go to Maryland event, but to answer your question, they did express interest in, whether it be Baltimore or any other team. I'm just blessed to be able to have the opportunity to be able to play in NFL and showcase my talents. And I'm definitely glad to be a Baltimore Raven, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Now, talk to us about rookie minicamp, Andrew. You were one of the tryout players that caught the coach's eyes, and you were awarded a contract afterwards. What do you think you showed throughout that time in rookie minicamp that got you to sign a contract?
Well, first of all, rookie minicamp was definitely a huge step up from any other experience I had in football, especially the collegiate level. Just being out there with a bunch of other guys who all can play at the same level, and unfortunately not everybody who came to the rookie minicamp, made it onto the team or was signed to the 90-man roster. But just, to be able to say that I'm part of the 90-man and be able to get the opportunities is unbelievable. But to answer your question, I would say that, I think my speed and mainly my speed and my ability to move is what got me signed to Baltimore today. So I think that's what kind of set me apart from some other guys and kind of made me noticeable.
Well, I'm sure this will never get old hearing. Andrew Bose, linebacker of the Baltimore Ravens, joining the CS podcast, brought to you by the NFL Draft Bible and NUCSports.com. And Andrew, you learned the business side of things pretty quickly as the Ravens released you about 6 days after you signed your contract to bring in veteran defensive back Kyle Arrington. Did that catch you off guard?
I think it'll catch anybody off guard. Be signed 1 week and then to come right back and have to be released due to making changes to the roster. It's part of the business, man. And unfortunately, I got to experience that side really quickly. In some ways, I'm glad I did, just to kind of get a sense and a feel of what it's like to have to be released, due to just the team making better decisions for their sake. So, I was, it was a humbling experience to say the least. And, I didn't give up on what I needed to get done and still got after it. And a week later, got a phone call back and sitting in the same seat I was just in a week ago. So, it just goes to show you that the NFL is truly a business league, and as much fun as it is to play the game, it also comes with a business aspect, and you just got to be prepared to and understand the fact that not everything is going to be the way that you want it. So.
And when the team informed you that they were going to cut ties with you, did they say anything to make you think that they were going to be bringing you back pretty quickly? When I was released, they told me that there was still possibility of me getting a phone call back. So just staying in shape and still getting after it. You never know when you're going to get a phone call, whether it be with Baltimore or with any other team. Just making sure that you're always
in shape and ready to go, because you never know when, you know, a team might pull the trigger on you and bring you into camp. So, you know, I didn't know that Baltimore was going to be calling me back so soon on short notice, but, you know, hey, I took the advice and just, you know, more than anything else, just stayed humbled and, you know, got after it, trained while I was at home, and then, you know, I was fortunate enough to get a phone call back. So here I am today.
And yeah, here you are today. You are currently a Baltimore Raven once again. But being undrafted and being from a smaller school like Rhode Island, having already been cut, knowing how that feels, would you say that there's an added chip on your shoulder? I mean, is there like a mindset where you want to prove people wrong that you can indeed play in the National Football League?
Yeah, you know, I think that comes with every player that plays the game. You know, there's always a motive that drives you, or something that pushes you to, you know, want to be, you know, a successful football player in the leagues. You know, so, you know, just me being in a position I am, you know, always going all the way back to high school, man. I've never was, you know, viewed as that top dog guy, you know, premier guy who just had all the talents and everything. So, you know, just getting after it, man, and showing the team that I'm a team player, and that I can, you know, be a role and play my part into the team and show them that I can be a NFL player. It's definitely something that I'm looking forward to doing. Training camp's coming up soon, so I'm just looking forward to that and showing the team, as well as the coaches and the staff and everybody along in the Ravens organization, that you know, I can play a role in this team.
And you're joining an organization that is known for their defense. Obviously, they have a great history at the linebacker position with Ray Lewis and now C.J. Mosley playing there. What's it like to join a team with the history that they have on defense and at the linebacker position?
Oh, man, just, you know, with the linebacker crew that's previously been there, like you mentioned with Ray, and now, you know, with you know, C.J. Mosley, who's an unbelievable athlete, and definitely knows the game in and out. You know, even though he's, you know, still a second year in the league, going into the second year, you know, it's unbelievable to just be around guys of that stature and who can really produce, you know, and it shows that, you know, the Ravens definitely have a great staff, and they've always been a premier defensive team in the league, and you know, I'm just great to be a part of it.
And that organization, year after year, they always seem to bring in the you know, one of the top rookie classes in the league. So that must feel good for you that you're a part of that group, Andrew. Now, I know that Minicamp recently wrapped up, but what's it like to share the same field as a C.J. Mosley, as a Terrell Suggs, as a Elvis Dumerville? I gotta think it's pretty surreal.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. You know, seeing these guys, you know, come out on the field or minicamp and practice, you know, at such a high intensity and such a high standard, you know, it just goes to show you that there's a standard and a bar set for every player who steps out on that field, and, you know, you're required to meet that level or that standard that they want. And so, you know, it's just, again, it's humbling to be out there and see, you know, guys who've been doing it for years, you know, get after it and really showcase, you know, who they are and see how they play. And, you know, it only drives you to want to, you know, be of that level and strive to be as great as they are. So it's definitely a great experience, and it's something that I'm very proud of.
Now, for those who may not be too familiar with you, can you tell us what kind of player the Baltimore Ravens are getting in linebacker Andrew Bose?
You know, they're getting a guy who's, you know, I would say is one very, very humbling and definitely, you know, likes to be very competitive, you know, fight and claw each inch I can, you know, to make the play. And, you know, somebody who just loves the game for, you know, what it is, and just loves being able to just step out on the field and play football, and just be relentless every play that I can and give it all that I got.
Well, I'm sure the Baltimore Ravens fan base is very excited to hear that. Andrew, that's all I have for you, man. I really appreciate you taking some time to chat today. Congratulations on being a Baltimore Raven. I'm certainly hoping that you can, fight your way to that practice squad, fight your way to that 53-man roster. And I'm certainly wishing you all the best this year. Do you have anything else for us before I let you go?
No, man. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be on your radio show, man. And, best of luck to you and your future endeavors.
Hey, thank you very much, Andrew. Once again, thank you. Best of luck and take care, all right?
All right, man. Take care.